Right, that's the first paper. Okay, this paper is a third term paper, past paper. Now I'm going to discuss the answers. Look at the first part. Answer all the questions on the paper itself. Right, you have to write the answers of this given space for the first part. Right, not need to use the separate papers. Only you have to write the answers of this given space. When you write the answers, you have to write the all needed things. That means the simplification methods, right? Like that parts you have to do. Right. Look at the first question. Price of 6 pencils is 120 rupees. Find the price of a pencil. Right? If the price of 6 pencils is 120 rupees, you have to find the price of a pencil. One pencil price you have to write. So what you have to do? If the 6 pencil price 120, you have to divide by 6. No, 120 you have to divide by 6. Then you can get the answer. I will divide 120 divide 6. 12. How many 6? There are 2. 2 times 6, 12. Remaining 0. Then this 0 you can put here. 0. How many 6? 0. 0 times 0. So your answer 20 rupees. When you write the answers, also you remember if the answer has the unit, also you have to write the unit. Okay, අර unit එකක් තියෙනවා නම් ඔයගොල්ලෝගේ answer එකට අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම unit එක ලියන්න. ඒ වගේම මේ හදන විදිය methods ටික represent කරන්න මේ space එකේ තමයි ඔයගොල්ලෝගේ first part එකේ answers ටික ලියන්න තියෙන්නේ. Okay?
Sir, one question have 2 marks?
Yes, 2 marks. Now not need to put the marks because this one not the term test. This one not test. That's the revision, okay, for your third term test. Right. Then look at the next one, second question. What is the direction in between north and east? I think you remember there are 8 directions we discussed, 4 main directions and 4 sub directions. Between north and east, what is the direction? Do you remember?
Northeast.
Yes, northeast. Okay, it is a subdirection. So your answer should be northeast. Northeast. Second one answer, northeast. Quickly you can check your answers. Okay, you can put the right or if your answer is right, you can put the tick mark. If your answer is incorrect, cross mark, and you can write the answer with red color pen. Right.
Can we correct in red pen?
Yes, you can check the red pen. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Number 3, look at in a certain school, number of absent students represented as this method in a certain day. How many students absent on that day? Do you remember this lesson? Data representation. Okay, this one bundle represent 5. So there are 2 bundles. No, we call this one tally marks, right? So 2 bundles represent 10 and another 2 remain. No, so totally what is the value? 12. So your answer should be 12. That's the third question answer.
12 days.
Yes, 12 students. If you want, you can write 12 students, right? Like that. Right. Then I'm going to fourth question. Look at write the shaded region as a fraction of whole. I think you can see there are small divisions of this one, same size. How many small parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 small parts. This out of 8, there are 3 small parts are colored, no? So what is the fraction? Numerator is 3, denominator is 8.
Over 8.
So you answer 3 over 8. Nisala asked, one bundle is 4. No, one bundle is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth one. So this one bundle represent 5 students. That's a tally mark representing method. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Right. Then next one, look at number 5. The mass of a pumpkin is 3054 gram. You have to write the mass in kilograms and grams. Do you remember how many grams belongs to the kilogram? 1 kilogram. 1000. No?
1000 grams.
So how many
3
thousands of
kilograms.
3?
54 grams.
Yes. So you can write the answer 3 kilograms and 54 grams. If you want, you can put 054. If you want, you can put 54. Right. Next one, look at. Write the next two terms. Write the next two terms of the number pattern 1, 4, 9, 16, comma, space, comma, space. Can you identify what is the number pattern of this?
Number pattern?
Yes, square number pattern. No, we discuss a lot of number patterns in our syllabus. I will explain what are the number patterns we discussed. We discuss about
Triangular number.
yes, triangular numbers, square number, also odd numbers, even numbers, and multiples of some values. No, multiples of 2, multiples of 3, multiples of 4, right? Like that. So this one is square number. Square number, you can get a certain number multiply itself. මොකක් හරි number එකක් එයාගෙම multiply කරාම තමයි square number එකක් ලැබෙන්නේ. අපි ඒක draw කරලත් පෙන්නුවා අර square එකක් විදිහට draw කරනවා කියලා. So the first one is 1 times 1, 1. Second one is 2 times 2, 4. Third one is 3 times 3, 9. Fourth one is 4 times 4, 16. Fifth one is 5 times 5. What is the answer? 20.
25.
Next one is 6 times 6, 36.
36.
So your two answers should be 25 and 36. If you want, you can put this, the answers, put this bracket, sorry, blank, or this position, you can write the answers.
Sir, could you again repeat that question?
Which one? Number 6? Again, do you want to explain it?
Yes, sir.
Write the next two terms of the number pattern. This number pattern, next two terms you have to write. Okay. First, you have to identify what is the number pattern of given this one. What is the number pattern? 1, 4, 9, 16. You have revised the knowledge. Okay. I explained the lesson. So this one we can understand. Given number pattern is square numbers. Square numbers mean like that, no? That's the first square number. That's the second square number. Right? There's a method. What is the method? First one you can get 1 times 1. Second one you can get 2 times 2. Third one 3 times 3, 9. Fourth one 4 times 4, 16. Next one 5 times 5. What is the answer? 25. Next one 6 times 6. 36. Right?
Explain the sixth one again.
The 6 one the antimanent is 34.
This one 34.
Yes, sir.
How you can get 34? Can you explain me?
1 4 3 4 9
1 4 3 4 9. What?
sir 1 4යි අතර තුමේ හිඩස් 3යි ඊට පස්සේ 4යි 9යි අතර 5යි
Ah,
ඊට පස්සේ 9යි 10යි අතර 7යි ඊට පස්සේ 16යි 25යි අතර 9යි
ah,
9යි ඊට පස්සේ 25යි 11යි
ah.
ඕකේ සර්
එහෙම ගන්න නෑ. එහෙම ඒ number patterns ගන්න නෑ. ඒ ක්‍රමයෙන් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට answer එක එවි. එහෙම ගන්න නෑ. මේක number pattern එකක්. right? දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ grade 5 නෙවෙයි. right? Now you are in grade 6. What is the number pattern? First you have to identify what is the number pattern.
Sir,
What
can you explain the sixth one again?
sixth one again you have to revise the knowledge. Okay? Why this paper I gave for you? මොකටද මම මේ paper එක ඔයගොල්ලන්ට දුන්නේ? To revise your knowledge, right? You have to check again the number pattern lesson, right? First to identify, can you understand all of you? What is the number pattern given of this? Square number.
Number.
Square
I
numbers. How? Sorry, what?
Explaining, I can't hear you.
Okay. First you have to understand what is the number pattern. Okay. What is the number pattern? Square numbers. හරි ඒක මට දැන් ආයෙත් එක්ස්ප්ලেইন කරන්න බෑ ස්ක්වයර් නම්බර්ස් කියන්නේ කොහොමද අපි ඒක ගත්තේ කියන එක ලෙසන් එක මතක් කරගන්න. ඔයගොල්ලෝ දැන් මේ ලෙසන් එක අමතක නම් අපි ළඟදි කරේ ලෙසන් එක නේද? You have to watch the video again, right? ක්ලාස් එකේ වීඩියෝ එක ඇති. ඔයගොල්ලෝ මම Google Classroom එකේ codes ටික එවලා ඇති නේද? ඒකෙන් join වෙලා ඉන්න ඕන. එතකොට ඒකේ පරණ lessons ටික දාලා ඇති. right? Upload කරලා ඇත්තේ. එතකොට ඒවා ආයිත් බලන්න. So this number pattern is square numbers. Right? How you can get the square numbers? First square number 1 times 1. What is the number? 1. Second square number 2 times 2. Answer is 4. Third square number 3 times 3. Answer is 9. Fourth square number 4 times 4. Answer 16. Next one, what? 5 times 5. What is the answer? 5 times 5? 25. Next one, 6 times 6. What is the answer? 36. Okay, so your answer should be 25 and 36. Right. Next one.
a book is
Do you remember the lesson?
Yes.
What is the lesson?
the price of a
Solid.
Solid.
price the book
Using the solid knowledge, you can't separate two parts. What is the main lesson?
pen
Selection. Right? Selection.
Selection.
Selection. Using a common characteristic, you have to divide into two parts of the given item. Yes.
Can I tell my answer?
No, wait.
price of
I will tell. You have to check the answers.
Write an LPS expression for the price of a pen.
Okay, look at. There are some items given: triangle, cuboid, circle, rectangle, tetrahedron, square, cube. Right? You can separate into two parts using the common characteristic. What are the two parts? The one part is solid and other part
Plain figure.
plain figures. Okay, so there are two names. You have to write the spaces. The one part is solid and other group plain figures. Right? Then,
Solids are cuboid,
then
tetrahedron.
then you have to separate into two groups. Okay, solid. I will mark the solid as red color, using the red color. Right, solid I will mark using the red color. It is cuboid,
Cuboid, tetrahedron,
tetrahedron and a cube.
cube.
Right, other plain figures are belongs, other items are belongs to plain figures.
Plain figures. Sir, can we put the shapes?
shapes, you don't write shapes, right? Why? Now you are in grade 6, no? We gave the very suitable name for this one, plane figures, right? Plane figures. So you write the correct answer, plane figures. Shapes is not 100% correct answer, okay? So you write
Also,
suitable answer, plane figures. The other rectangle, you have to write these parts: triangle, circle, rectangle, square. Right? දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ මෙහෙම කරන්නේ හරිද? ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේක ලියන්න ඕන. Right?
You do it to save the time.
Yes.
I am all correct.
Okay, now I discuss there are 7 questions. Okay, there are 7 questions of this paper.
Eight one.
දැන් අපි last week එකේදී අපේ lessons ටික complete කරා නේද? මම එතකොට දැන් ඕගොල්ලන්ට අර එකපාරටම third term test එක දෙන්නේ නැතුව පොඩ්ඩක් revision කරන්න papers ටිකක් තමයි මේ දවස් දෙක තුනේ කරන්නේ, right? කියන්නේ මේ weeks දෙක තුනේ කරන්නේ. එතකොට normally third week or maybe third week of this month I will give the third term test for you, right? So you ready for it to revise this knowledge I gave the past papers of third term. So you have to develop, no? So you have to revise your knowledge, okay? ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඒ කරන papers ටිකත් එක්ක තවදුරටත් තමන්ගේ knowledge එක වැඩි කරගන්න. Right. ඒතර මේක නිකන් ඉඳන් වැඩි කරන්න බෑ. ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේක කරන්න ඕන නේද? ආයෙත් lessons ටික refer කරන්න ඕන, right? ඒතර group එකට මොකක් හරි paper එකක්
We want to learn the lessons.
Yes. ඊට පස්සේ මම මොනවා හරි paper එකක් share කරලා එක කිව්වොත් මම තුන් පාරක් වගේ මේක share කරා ඔයගොල්ලන්ට සමහරට miss වුණොත් ආයිත් ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්න. එතකොට ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේක print out අරගෙන ඒවා කරලා තියන්න ඕන, right? Right. Number 8, look at. The decimal number given, we have to convert into fraction, right? Look at, after the decimal point, how many digits can you observe? There are
2.
So you have to write the denominator as 1 and
100.
2 0. 1 and 2 0. That means 100.
100.
Okay?
100 over 23.
No, 23 over 100. Right? Denominator is 100. Numerator, you remove the decimal point and you write down the number 0 to 3. So answer 23.
It's easy.
Right. Number 9, look at. Represent 4 and negative 2 on the given number line. The number line lesson using this question given. What are the two numbers? 4 and negative 2. 4. When you mark the numbers, you remember you have to mark the dot middle of the straight line, right? Middle, not on, not under, middle. මේ straight line එක මැදට තමයි ඔයගොල්ලෝ dot එකක් mark කරන්න ඕන. So first point 4 mean this position, no? So you have to draw a circular part like this, middle of the 4. Right? දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ මෙහෙම mark කරන්නේ, right? මෙහෙම උඩින් mark කරොත් කිසිම marks එකක් නැත. Right? lesson එකේදී මම කිව්වා මෙහෙම උඩින් mark කරන්නත් බෑ, පහතින් mark කරන්නත් බෑ. You have to mark middle of the line. Right. Next number given negative 2. Negative 2 mean this position. So you have to draw another point here. right? Like that
I'm right.
point you have to draw. Right. Next one, number 10, simplify. Liters and milliliters given, so you have to add. Also, you remember 1,000 milliliters. 1,000 milliliter equal 1 liter. So you have to write in milliliter column maximum value 999. Less than 1,000, you can write any value. Right. 0 plus 0, 0. 2 plus 8, 10, meaning 1. 1 plus 4, 5. 5 plus 6, 11. But we can't write 1,100. So this 1,000 you have to write in liter column. It should be converted into 1 liter.
Then 6.
Yes, wait. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 3, 6. Right. After I explain the question, you can ask if you have some problems. Okay.
Excuse me, sir. Can you show me the 8th one?
Right. Okay. That's the 8th one. Right. Now I'm going to number 11. Look at the number 11. That's the lesson number 2. Standard form and words writing, the numbers writing in word form. Distance from Earth to Venus is this value. Write the number in standard form and then in words form. Standard form means you have to separate into periods. How we separate periods? From the end of the number, 3 digits by 3 digits, you have to separate into the periods. Right? අග ඉඳලා ඉලක්කම් 3න් 3 අපි periods වලට separate කරන්න ඕන. So I can separate this one like this.
411 blank
and space
200.
200. Don't put blank, right? Space, keep the space. Blank mean like this, no? Right? Blank mean like this. You have to keep the space, okay? ඉඩක් තියන්න, පොඩි gap එකක් තියන්න. Keep the gap. Then
Okay, sir.
the last period name is unit period. Before the unit period name is 1000 period. Before the 1000 period, million period. Before the million period, name is billion period. But this value, we can't observe the million and billion period. Only
1000.
unit. So you have to write the first number 411.
1000.
411. Then you have to write the period name. Every period's value you have to write first. Then finally,
Sir, I write and
okay,
sir,
no,
I write 411.
no problem. It is okay. 411, no, 411. Then you have to write the period name 1000. Then the next number is 200.
True, 200.
But this period name is unit period. If the period name is unit period, you don't write the period name, right? Unit period, you don't write as unit. Only, what is the answer? 411,200. Right? අනිත් හැම period එකේදීම period name එක ලියනවා. Unit period එකේදී period name එක ලියන්නේ නැහැ.
Angles.
Next question given using the angle lesson. There are 5 types of angle we know. In the lesson we discuss about 5 types of angle: acute angle, right angle, obtuse angle, straight angle, and reflex angle. Okay. Then acute mean like this shape. Right angles mean like this shape. Obtuse angle mean like this shape. Straight
A is obtuse angle.
this shape. reflex angle mean this shape, right? If the angle is greater than straight angle, we call it reflex angle. So you can understand A is obtuse angle.
Obtuse angle. B is reflex angle.
A is obtuse angle. B is greater than the straight angle, no? Right? You can understand if you draw the
Sir.
straight line like this, it is greater than straight angle. So it is a reflex angle.
I don't write angle, only names obtuse and reflex. It is okay?
Okay, but after that you write the answers, you write angles, okay? Now, okay, no problem. Right. Number 13, look at. There are 5 combs in a bunch of plantains. If there are 16 plantains in a comb, estimate the number of plantains in the bunch. Bunch mean canna, combs mean every. Right? Combs කියන්නේ මොනවද? every. පනා නෙවෙයි. combs කියන්නේ මෙතනදී every. කෙසෙල් වල පනා නැහැ නේද? කෙසෙල් තියෙන්නේ every. So there are 5 combs in a bunch of plantains. කෙසෙල් කැනක every පහක් තියෙනවලු. If there are 16 plantains in a comb, එක every එක ගෙඩි 16ක් තියෙනවා නම් estimate the number of plantains in a bunch. එහෙමනම් අර කැනේ තියෙන ගෙඩි ගණන කීයද? What you have to do? 16 multiply 5. Right? 16 multiply 5.
80.
Answer 80. Right. Then I'm going to the 14th question. Following represent the starting and ending time of the school. State the times according to 24-hour clock. When you write the 24-hour, first you have to write 2 digits. Right? You think I wrote AA as a symbols. Then you have to put 2 dots. Then another 2 digits you have to write in minutes values. So the starting time 7:30. 7:30 mean morning, no? AM. AM mean not after 12. Before 12 noon. 12ට පෙර තමයි අපි AM
is
කියන්නේ.
the PM after the 12.
So before 12 times you have to write the same time.
7,
At
2 dots.
yes, wait, I will explain. Okay. 7:30, no? So what is the hours value? 7 hours, but you have to write in 2 digits. So you have to write 07 double dots 30. That's the 7:30 AM writing method of 24-hour clock.
Sir, I don't write 0
සර්
before
PM
the
කියලා දාන්න
7.
කමක් නෑනේ.
ඔව් දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ 0 කියලා දාන්නේ නැතුව මෙහෙම ලිව්වොත් ආන්සර් එකට කිසිම මාක් එකක් නැත. It is incorrect, right? ඒ වගේම
සර් PM දාන්න මොන්ද?
PM දාලා නැහැනේ මම කොතනද පේනවද? PM එකක් තියෙනවා.
ඇස දාන්න ඕන්ද?
නෑ දැම්මොත් වැරදි. PM දාන්නේ නැහැ. මේක AM එකක්. right? මෙහෙම දැම්මොත් ඒත් වැරදි. right? මේක ලිව්වත් වැරදි. මේකත් වැරදි. right? මේ මං ඉස්සෙල්ලම කිව්වේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ ලියන්න ඕන method එක, right? Hours you have to write with 2 digits. එක digit එක නම් තියෙන්නේ ඒකට ඉස්සරහින් 0 එකක් දාලා 2 digits කර ගන්නවා. එහෙම නැත්නම් වැරදි. right? Right. Next one, look at the ending time 1:30 PM. No, PM mean after 12 noon. So you have to add 12 hours to the 1 hour. So 1 plus 12 is 13. So what is the answer? 13 double dots 13. That's a 1:30 p.m. representing method. Right? If you write any other answers, there are no marks. You can't get any marks. That's the correct two answers. Okay, now I discuss 14th question. Then another 6 questions remain for the first part. Right, number 15, look at decimal addition. Addition of decimals given. When you add the decimals, you have to write in correct order. Right, correct order mean what? First value is 27.7. The second value 8.63. This point you have to write under the decimal point of the previous one. Right? Point එක හරියට කලින් එකට උඩින් ලියපු එකට පහලින් හරියටම ලියන්න ඕන. Then what is the whole number of this one? 8. 8 you have to write under this 7. Then after the decimal point, first digit is 6. So you have to write 6. Next one is 3. The first number, you can't see the second digit after the decimal point. So if you want, you can write 0 here.
I don't write 0.
Okay, no problem. But you have write correct order. Also, your final answer should be correct, right? Add. Then, so you first you put the decimal point in correct position. Add normal numbers. Abo, your dog barking, no? Why? Mute your audio. 0 plus 3, 3. 7 plus 6, 13. 3 remaining 1. 1 plus 7, 8. 8 plus 8, 16. Remaining 1. 1 plus 2, 3. So your answer 36.33. Right? 36.33. When you add the decimals, you have to write in correct order.
2 marks.
Right? ඔයාලා අර වැරදියට මේ points තියුවොත් නේද? answers වරදිනවා. ඒකෙන්ද හරියට ඒ point එක යටින් point එක තියලා නේද? ඒ විදිහට හරියට ගන්න ඕන. Right. Number 16, look at the plane figures lesson given. Can you tell me if the plane figure has 4 sides? What's the common name of the plane figure? If the plane figure has 4 sides, what's the common name?
Square.
Square.
Guys, one type only. I asked what is the common name? මේ ඔක්කොම ඒ සයිට් හතර තියෙනවා. පේනවනේ? සයිට් හතරයිනේ තියෙන්නේ. What is the common name? Do you remember?
Quadrilateral.
Quadrilaterals. Okay. If the plane figure has 4 sides, it is called quadrilateral. Quadrilateral, there are 5 types. What are the 5 types? Square, rectangle, rhombus, parallelogram, and trapezium. Right? That's the 5 types of quadrilaterals. The first one is square. It is a square.
Second one is parallelogram.
Okay, look at second one and fourth one. Both are same shape. What is the difference between these two?
Size.
This one, not size. The second one, all sides are equal. But the last one, only opposite sides are equal, not 4 sides equal. Right? If the parallelogram, four sides are equal, it is called a rhombus. Do you remember? This one is a rhombus. Right? Rhombus එක නිකන් අර මේකට පොඩ්ඩක් පැත්තකින් ගහලා වගේ නේද? පොඩ්ඩක් angle වෙලා තියෙනවා square එක. Right. Next, so last one is parallelogram. And the third one, it is a
Trapezium.
trapezium.
The third one is the answer.
So in order you have to write the answer, you have to check square, rhombus, trapezium, parallelogram. The answer is number 3. You have to underline third one.
I am incorrect.
Okay, then I am going to number 17. Look at write all the prime factors of 24. Right, before write the prime factors. Okay, we have write the prime factors of 24. Before write the prime factors, I will write all factors of 24. Factors writing method, you revise. 24, you have to write as a product of two numbers. Product mean what? Multiplication. Right? Product කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? multiplication. එහෙනම් අපි මේ 24 කියන එක මොන හරි numbers දෙකක ගුණිතයක් විදිහට ලියන්න කියලා කිව්වා. Right? 24, how you can write 1 times 24. Also you can write 2 times 12. Do you remember this method? Next one, 3 times 8. 4 times 6. 5 times not, no? 6 times 4. Already we wrote it. So what are the factors? Only these two, these products. So how many factors of 24? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? There are 8 factors. Right? දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝගේ මෙතන මේ prime කියන්නේ නැතුව all factors ඇහුවනම් ඔයගොල්ලෝගේ answer එක මොනවද? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, 24. That's the all factors, not this one answer. All factors. Okay, but this one you have to select prime factors among these all factors. What's the meaning of prime factors? Prime factors mean what? If a number has only 2 factors, we called it a prime factor. You look at this one, 2. What are the factors of 2? 1 and 2. දෙක කියන එක බෙදන්න පුළුවන් මොනවාගෙන්ද? එකෙන් බෙදත හැකි, දෙකෙන් බෙදත හැකි. 4, 1, 2, 4. There are 3 factors. 5, 1, 5. 6, 1, 2, 3, 6. There are 4 factors. If a number has only 2 factors, they are known as, what's the name? Prime factors. අපි යට prime numbers කියලා කියනවා. ඒවට තමයි prime factors කියලා කියන්නේ. So what are the prime factors of these factors 2 and 3?
2, 3.
Only you have write 2 and 3. Okay, if you wrote 1, 2, 3, your answer is incorrect. If you wrote all numbers, it is also incorrect. 2 විතරක් ලියලා තිබුණොත්, 3 විතරක් ලියලා තිබුණොත්, එකක් විතරක් නම් ලියලා තියෙන්නේ. එතනදී එක marks එකයි හම්බෙන්නේ. Right? ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේ දෙකත් ලියලා තව මොනවා හරි ලිව්වොත් කිසිම මාක් එකක් හම්බෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ කියන්නේ idea එකක් නැතුව ලියලා තියෙන්නේ. 1 times 24 වෙනුවට 24 times 1 කියලා ලිව්වට ගැටලුවක් නැද්ද අහනවා. ගැටලුවක් නැහැ. ඒ දෙක මාරුණා කියලා ඒ ආන්සර් එකම නෙන්නේ නේද? හැබැයි අපි මෙහෙම ලියන්නේ ඇයි? අපිට මුකුත් මිස් වෙන්නේ නැතුව නේද? පිළිවෙලකට ලිව්වහම ඔයගොල්ලෝ පිළිවෙලකට වැඩ ටික කරගත්තාම මුකුත් මිස් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. right? දැන් අර අතරින් පතර ලියන්න ගියාම සමහර විට මිස් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. right? So you answer only 2 and 3. That's the getting method. Okay. That's the all prime, all factors. Then I explain what's the meaning of prime numbers again. 1 is a prime or not? 1 is a prime or not?
Not.
Not prime and not other.
If the number is not the prime, what is the name we can give for that one? Prime එකක් නෙවෙයි නම් අපිට යාට දෙන්න පුළුවන් නම් මොකද්ද? not a prime. එහෙමද? not a prime එකට තියෙනවා වචනයක් නේද? word එකක් තියෙනවා. මතකද මොකද්ද word එක? No, constant mean නියත කියන එක. වෙනස් වෙන්නේ නැහැ කියන එක. Composite number. Composite number, no?
Not a composite number.
Composite mean if a number has more than 2 factors, we call it composite number. 1 is not a composite, also not a prime. Prime එකකුත් නෙවෙයි, composite එකකුත් නෙවෙයි. Right? Okay, now number 18, look at price of a book is A. The price of a pen is 15 rupees less than the price of a book. Write an algebraic expression for the price of a pen. Right? Can you understand the question? Price of a book is
Yes.
2 rupees. Potaka mila rupial A. Right? It is unknown. A price of a pen, panaka mila, what is the value? 15 rupees or not? Not 15 rupees. 15 rupees less than price of a book. Potaka milata vada rupial 15ක් අඩුයි. Right? Now you have to write the price of a pen as an algebraic expression. Right? What you have to do, the price of a book is A rupees. The price of pen is 15 rupees less than A. Less than mean what? Subtraction, no? So you have to subtract 15 rupees here. So what is the answer? A minus 15 rupees. If you want, you can put the bracket. If you want, like that, you can write the answer.
I'm not right the rupees.
Rupees you have right, no? Beginning of this lesson I told you if the answer has some unit, you have to write the unit. Right? Sometimes can be reduce your marks. Okay, ඔගොල්ලෝගේ marks නේද අඩු වෙන්න පුළුවන්කම තියෙනවා units නොලිව්වොත්. ඒකින්ද ඒව මතක ඇතුව ලියන්න පුරුදු වෙන්න maths කියන subject එකේදී. Right? Number 19, look at. Father gave 500 rupees to Kumara. Find the remaining amount of money he has when he bought a book cost 130 rupees and a pencil box cost 175 rupees. Right? Father gave 500 rupees to Kumara. තාත්තා කුමාරට රුපියල් 500ක් දීලා තියෙනවා. Find the remaining amount. ඉතිරි මුදල හොයන්නලු of money he has when he bought. එයා මිලදී ගත්තාම මොනවද ගන්නෙ? A book cost 130 rupees and a pencil box cost 175. So first you have to find what is the spent amount, no? Right? What is the spent amount? කොච්චර වියදම් කරලා තියනවද මෙයා? Spent amount is 130 plus 175.
We want to add them and the answer is 305.
5 rupees. Then remaining amount you have to find. Remaining amount, father gave 500 rupees. So 500 minus spent amount, 305. Then after subtracting, you can get the answer 5 9 minus 0, 9. 4 minus 3, 1. What is the answer? This one is money. So 195 rupees. 195 rupees. Right. Last question, look at of this paper, this part A, part 1, no? Then we have to go to part 2. Name 2 points which are both circles. Name 2 points which are both circles. දැන් මෙතන කියන්නේ නැහැ circle එක උඩද ඇතුළද පිටද කියලා. හැබැයි මේ circles දෙකටම අයිති වෙන points දෙකක් තමයි ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ලියන්න තියෙන්නේ. Okay?
We can write 3 answers.
Yes. That's a 1 point. A. G. And also
H.
belongs to both circles. So you can write only 2 points you have right. You can write
AG or HA or HG.
right. මේ තුනෙන් දෙකක් තමයි ලියන්න තියෙන්නේ. Any 2 answers you can write. That's the first part of this paper. Right. Now, quickly, can you send me the how many answers are correct out of 20? You send the message, okay? Also, I will go to the second part. Right, okay. Then I am going to second paper, okay? Part 2 paper. Look at the first question. Answer 6 questions only, right? The reading the instructions are very important when you write the answers, right? ඔගොල්ලෝ answers ලියනකොට හොඳට instructions ටික කියවන්න. Then සමහර papers වල දෙනවා නේද? ගොඩක් papers වල දෙනවා. The first question is compulsory and another 4 questions right. පළවෙනි එක අනිවාර්යයි, තවත් 4ක් ලියන්න. So totally you have to write 5 questions, right? But this paper given answer 6 questions only. ප්‍රශ්න 6කට පිළිතුරු ලියන්නලු. Right? තමන්ට කැමති 6කට ලියන්න පුළුවන්, but I will discuss all questions answers. Also, if you did not write some questions answers, now you can write all answers, right? There are 7 questions. ඒ හතම ඔයගොල්ලෝ ලියා ගන්න. ලියපු නැති ඒවා තියෙනවා නම් ඒවත් ලියා ගන්න දැන්. Right. The first question, look at part A. The first part, write the value represented by 3 in the number 14,329. That's the digit.
One questions have 1 mark.
Right, that's the digit. You don't put the marks of second paper, okay? මෙතනදී ඔයගොල්ලන්ට සාමාන්‍යයෙන් 10 marks දෙනවා question එකකට. එතකොට මම දැන් අර මේක ටෙස්ට් එකක් නෙවෙයිනේ නේද? එතකොට මේකේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ marks බලා ගන්න ඕන නැහැ. අපි කොච්චර හරියට ලියලාද කියලා බලන්න. Right? Write the value represented by 3 in the number 14,329. Right. Look at this one. Value represented. Right. Value represented mean what is the value represented by 3? Can you read this number? 14,329. So 3 represented, what is the value? 300.
300.
Right? So you answer 300. If the question asks, what is the position value? Right? What is the position value represented by 3? So you have to write the position. Position mean this one is ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000 like that. Okay. Right? එහෙම ඇහුවනම් position එක ඇහුවනම් ඔයගොල්ලෝ ලියන්න ඕන මොකද්ද? Place value ඇහුවනම් you have to write hundreds place. But this question asks only value represented. Value represented is 300. Okay, that's the answer. Right. Next question, look at the division, long division given. This number you have to divide by 16. 98. How many 16? 6. 6 times 16, 96. Then we have to subtract this one. No? 98 minus 96, 2. So this blank you have to write 2. Then this 7 you have to put here. 27. 27, how many 16s? 1. 1 times 16, 16. Then this 2 you have to put here. Sorry. 27 minus 16 is 11. Then this 2 put here. 112. How many 16? I think there are 7. Look at 7 times 6, 42, remaining 4. 7 times 1, 7 plus 4, 11. Okay, it is correct, no? So what is the answer? 7. 7 times 16, 112. 112 minus 112, 0. Right, that's the second part answer. These questions are not difficult, very easy. You can get 10 marks for this each questions. Okay. Right. Then look at third part, last part of the first question.
First part have 10 marks.
First part 10 marks. So second part how many marks? 20. Third marks. Third part 40. Only first question you can get 10 marks. Okay, full 10 question. Full first question. මේ සම්පූර්ණ කොටසට තමයි ලකුණු 10ක් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ලැබෙන්නේ. මම දැන් අර වෙන වෙනම separate කිව්වේ නැහැ මේකේ marks කොහොමද කියලා. ඒක දෙන ක්‍රමයක් තියෙනවනේ නේද? මම ඔයගොල්ලන්ට test එක කරනකොට ඒකේ marks ටික ගැලපෙන විදියට හදලා paper එකට දෙන්නම්. Okay, දැනට ඔයගොල්ලෝ බලන්න ඔයගොල්ලෝ ලියපු answers correct ද incorrect ද කියලා. ඒ වගේම incorrect නම් ඒ ටික හරියට ලියා ගන්න. Right? Right. Number 3, part 3, look at 8 workers need 5 days to complete a task. Task mean a work, වැඩක්. Right? මොකක් හරි වැඩක් නිම කරන්න 8 workers need 5 days. මිනිස්සු 8 දෙනෙකුට වැඩ කරන සේවකයෝ 8 දෙනෙකුට දවස් 5ක් ගත වෙනවලු. Each worker get 1,200 rupees. එක සේවකයෙක් මෙන්න මේ ප්‍රමාණය ගන්නවලු දවසකට. Calculate the total amount of money needed for 8 workers for 5 days. So first you can find amount for 1 day. Right? Amount for 1 day. What is the amount? The one worker get 1,200 rupees. There are how many workers? 8 workers. So multiplying these two, you can get the answer 9,600 rupees. That's a 1 day cost. But there are 5 days work. So you can find amount for 5 days. Amount for 5 days. Okay, the 1 day cost 9,600. Then it multiply by 5, you can get the answer of this question. Look at 5 times 0 0, 5 times 0 0, 5 times 6 30, 0 remaining 3, 5 times 9 45, plus 3 48. So what is the answer? 48,000 rupees. Right, 48,000 rupees. Right, that's the first question answer. Then I'm going to the second question. Right, second question given data representation, data interpretation, right, data collection, that lessons. Look at the second question. Following table represented the number of students in a certain school who passed the grade 5 scholarship examination during the last 5 years. Right, 2014 16 students, 2015 10 students, 2016 24 students, 2017 33 students, and 2018 35 students. Okay, then the description given, if 4 students are represented by not O, circle. Okay, මේ තියෙන්නේ circular shape එක. Circle එකකින් students 4 දෙනෙක් represent කරනවා කියලා ගන්නලු. Draw a picture graph of the number of students who passed the scholarship examination. Right, you have to draw the picture graph for this table. Okay, when you draw the picture graph, I think you remember what you have to do. You have to prepare the table. The table first column is group. Second column, number of students. Right, then groups, you can write the given groups 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018. Also, you can draw the lines of the table. Right, like that table you can prepare. Right, that's the sketch. දල සටහනක් නේද මම ඇඳලා තියෙනවා. Then another important point I mentioned, do you remember? Who can give the answer? මේක කරාට පස්සේ අපි මේක ඇතුලේ මේ pictures ටික draw කරන්න ඕන. තව දෙයක් මම කිව්වා මේක යටින් මොනවද දෙයක් කරන්න කියලා මතකද? What is the point you have to remember? You have to write the scale. Scale mean represented value. Circle is equal to 4 students. It is compulsory. Okay, මේක අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම ලියන්න ඕනේ, එහෙම නැතුනොත් incomplete. So look at the 2014 16 students. how you can represent the 16? You have to draw how many circles? 4 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same size uh, circles you have to draw. Right. Next one, look at 10. How you can represent 10? How many circles you have to draw?
2 circles and half circle.
Yes, 2 circles. That means 2 circles mean 8 students. Another 2 students remain. If one circle represent 4 students, half of the circle represent 2 students. Right? ඔගොල්ලෝ හරියට අඳින්න මම මේ විදිහට ඇඳලා තියෙනවා. You can do beautiful picture graph. Okay. Next one, 2016. How many students? 24 students. How many circles you have to draw, Chanmira?
6 circles.
6 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same size you have to draw. Right? මම නම් එක එක ප්‍රමාණ වලට ඇඳලා තියෙනවා නේද? ඔයගොල්ලෝ එක හරියට අඳින්න. 2017, 33. How many circles you have to draw? 33. Represent 33. 4 times.
It's difficult to draw in the computer.
Yes.
8 circles and quarter circle.
Yes. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 circles represent 32 students. No, 4 times 8, 32. No, another 1 student remain. 1 student, how you can represent? Quarter of the circle you have to draw. Last one, 35. 35 you can represent also 8 circles. Right? 1, 2, 3,
8 circles and 3 quarters.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 circle represent 32, no? But we want to represent 35. Another 3. 3, how you can represent? 3 quarter, no? 3 quarter of the circle. Right? So you have to draw 3 quarter. Right? Like that. 3 quarter you have to draw. That's the first part answer. Right? After you draw the picture graph, right? You remember this one. Under the table you have to write. Okay? Bottom of the table you have to write this one. Circle equal 4 students. Right. Then I am going to the next one. Find the total number of students who passed the exam during the given 5 years. That means total ask. When you find the total, you can add these values. What is the value? 6 plus 4, 10. 10 plus 3, 13. 13 plus 5, 18. Remaining 1. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 2, 5. 5 plus 3, 8. 8 plus 3, 11. So what is the answer? 118. Right? When you write the second paper answers, you can use separate papers. Okay? Make a million second. Right? But first paper, you have to write paper itself. Right? First answers paper එකේම ලියන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට එහෙම තමයි marks දෙන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ට, right? ඒ space එකේ හුරු වෙන්න ලියන විදිය. Right. Number part 3, look at in which year the least number of students passed the examination. Least mean minimum. What is the year? 2015, no?
2015.
So this part answer 2015. Only 10 students passed. Right. Last part, look at how many more students more were passed in 2018 than 2015. Look at 2018, 35 students passed. 2015, 10 students passed. You have to find more students between these 2 years. What you have to do? Subtract, no? So 35 subtract 10. How many more students? 25. 25. Right. Number 3, look at 3 kilogram of banana, 1 kilogram and 500 gram of mango, 2 kilogram of papaya, 1 kilogram, 200 gram of pineapple used to make a fruit juice, fruit salad. Right. There are 4 items given. First part, find the total mass of fruits used to make the fruit salad. Total mass. You have to add these 4 masses. Right, the masses given kilograms and grams. Look at the first one given 3 kilograms. 3 kilograms mean 0 grams, no? 3 kilograms and 0 grams. Next given mango 1 kilogram and 500 grams. Papaya 2 kilograms. 2 kilograms mean 2 kilograms and 0 grams. And the other item given 1 kilogram and 200 gram. 1 kilogram, 200 grams. So when you find the total, you have to add these values.
7 kilograms, 700 grams.
0, 0, 5 plus 2, 7. 3 plus 1, 4, 4 plus 2, 6, 6 plus 1, 7. So what is the answer? 7 kilograms and 700 grams. Right, that's the first part answer. Right, then second part, look at find the ratio between the masses of banana and mango to the simplest form. Ratio, do you remember the ratio? How we can write the ratio? What is the special point I mentioned the lesson? Prashali, any quantities ratio you can write? ඕනම එකක් දුන්නොත් ratio එකක් ලියන්න පුළුවන්ද?
No, sir.
No. එහෙනම් මොනවද ලියන්න පුළුවන්? Which type of quantities you can write? With same units. Right? If you want to write the ratio, first you have to convert the values in same unit. අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම එකම unit එකේ තියෙන විතරයි ලියන්න පුළුවන් ratio එකක් විදියට. So look at this question. You have to write the masses of banana. What is the mass of banana? 3 kilogram. And mango. Mango 1 kilogram and 500 grams. Same units or different units? Different units, no? Different. Why? This one given in kilogram, but this one given kilograms and gram. Right? Ekama unit එක නෙවෙයි. Units දෙකක්. So you have to convert into the same unit. What is the suitable unit to convert this one?
grams,
Grams. How many grams of 3 kilograms?
1000 grams,
3000, no? 3000 grams. Ratio represented using this symbol, double dots. The mango mass in grams, 1500. That's the ratio. But also you have to write the simplest form. How you write the simplest form? You have to divide these two quantities with same value. What is the value you can divide at these two values? By 1500, no? 1500. So 3000 divide 1500 to 1. This one is the ratio and simplest form. Right? That's the second part of the question. Right. Third part. If the mass of waste is 500 gram, find the remaining quantity of fruit salad. Waste mean what? Waste අපතේ යනවා. Right? 500 grams අපතේ ගියා නම් ඉතිරි වෙන ප්‍රමාණය අහන්නේ. එහෙම අපතේ යන්න පුළුවන් නේ. දැන් ඕගොල්ලෝ ඔක්කොම මේ ප්‍රමාණය ගත්තා කියලා මේකේ ඔක්කොම ටික fruit salad එක හදන්න ගන්නෙ නෑනේ නේද? දැන් මේ banana වල නේද? mango වල ගොඩක් දේවල් අයින් කරන්න තියෙනවානේ. ඒ ටික අයින් කරන්න වෙනවා. So 500 grams waste. What is the remaining amount? The total mass is this one, no? Total mass is 7 kilograms and 700 grams. Waste amount is 500 grams. So what you have to do? Subtract this. 200. Right?
7 kilograms and 200 grams.
Yes, 7 kilograms and 200 grams. That's the third part answer. Okay, fourth part, look at. When divided the remaining amount among 5 persons, calculate the quantity of salad each get. Right? When divided the remaining quantity, or waste tika අයින් කරාට පස්සේ ඉතිරි වෙන ප්‍රමාණය divided among 5 persons. 5 දෙනෙකු අතරේ පුද්ගලයන් 5 දෙනෙකු අතරේ මේක බෙදලා දෙනවා. Calculate the quantity of salad each gets. එක්කෙනෙකුට කොච්චර ප්‍රමාණයක් ලැබුණද කියලා අහන්නේ. So what you have to do? Remaining amount you have to divide by 5. Remaining amount you have to divide by 5. What is the remaining amount? 7 kilograms and 200 grams. If you want, you can convert into grams. What is the gram value? 7,200. Divide 5. 7, how many fives? 1. 1 times 5, 5. Remaining 2, 22. How many? 4. 4 times 5, 20. Remaining 2. This 0 you can put here. 20. How many fives? 4. 4 times 5, 20. 20 minus 20, 0. Then this 0 you can put here, 0. How many 5s? 0. 0 times 5, 0. So what is the answer? 1140 grams Or you can write another answer, 1 kilogram and 440 gram. Both answers are correct. Okay. Same answer I wrote using the two methods. Set me, what are you doing? Don't use the phone now. Right. Last part, look at round off the above answer to the nearest 10. Right? What is the above answer? This one, no? 1440 grams. You have to round off to nearest 10. Do you remember how we can round it off the given values? What is the method? You think this one, 27? You have rounded off to nearest 10. First you have to check.
30.
First you have to check what are the multiples of 10 either side of 27. What are the multiples of 10, 20 and 30? මම මේක නෙවෙයි මේ කියන්නේ වෙන එකක් explain කරන්න, right? Then you have to check the unit place. Unit place is 7. 7 is greater than 5. So your rounded off value after multiple of 10, right? Equal 5 or greater than 5, you have to get after multiple of 10. Less than 5, you have to get before multiple of 10. Right. Now look at this value. 1440.
1000.
1000 nearest 10. Okay. Nearest 10. You have to round off nearest 10. මේ ආසන්න 10ට. ඒතර අපි බලන්න ඕනේ දෙපැත්තේ තියෙන 10 ඒවා. මේකේ 10 ඒවා බලන්න තියෙනවද? That's the multiples of 10, no? 40 කියන්නේ multiples of 10 නේ නේද? එහෙනම් අපිට තවදුරටත් මේක කරන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. So what is the answer? 1440. Same answer. You think this answer you got like this? මෙහෙම ආව කියලා හිතන්නකෝ. What is the rounded off value to the nearest 10?
35. Sorry, 100.
What is the answer?
1435.
35 is multiple of 10. ඔයගොල්ලෝ පොඩ්ඩක් 10ව ගණන් කරගෙන යන්නකෝ. 35 කියන එක multiples of 10ද?
No, 1040.
1440, no? Right? What are the either side values? 1440 and 1450. So unit place is 2. 2 is less than 5. So you answer before one multiple of 10. May 35 කියන්නේ multiple of 10 එකක් නෙවෙයි, right? What are the multiple of 10? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, right? 70, 80, like that numbers. Okay, that's the third question answers. Okay, right. Then I'm going to the fourth question. The lesson given fraction and decimal. Right. Look at the first one. What is the largest fraction out of 3 over 4 and 7 over 12? Can you check like these fractions? Can't. What you have to do, you have to write the equivalent fractions. No, using the equivalent fraction knowledge, you have to write. You have to do equal denominators or numerators. Right? I'm going to do equal numerators. Look at this one 12, this one 4. Right? If you want, you can multiply by 3. Multiply by 3, you can convert into the 12 of the denominator, right? What is the answer? 3 times 3, 9 over 12. Another one is 7 over 12.
The largest one is 3 over 4.
Yes, among these two, you can understand what is the larger fraction, 9 over 12. But the question given, not 9 over 12, 3 over 4. So your answer, 3 over 4. That's the answer getting method, right? This one is the larger one. Right. Second one given subtraction of the fractions. If you want to subtract or addition, you have to convert same denominators. This question given same denominators, no problem. So your answer denominator is same 9. Subtract two numerators 7 minus 5. Answer is 2 over 9. Part 3. Namal spends 1 over 4 of his salary for food and 1 over 8 for clothes. Right? 1 over 4 spends for food and 1 over 8 spends for clothes. Okay. What is the fraction he spends for both food and clothes from his salary? Right. Total amount, no? So you have to add these two fractions, right? You have to add. Right. Now look at how we can add. That's the third part. 1 over 4 add 1 over 8. Right? Unequal denominators. First you have to do equal. The first fraction you can multiply by 2, no? 1 times 2, 2. 2 over 8 plus 1 over 8. So the answer, what? 3 over 8. 3 over 8. Right? 3 over 8. Right. Okay. Another one question remain to discuss. I think now not enough the time for that work. Next day I will discuss also this question. Okay. අපි මේක next day එකේදී discuss කරමු. ඒ වගේම මම තව paper එකක් එවනවා. ඒක ඔයගොල්ලෝ next Monday වෙනකොට answers ටික එවන්න ඕන ලියලා. Right? Okay.
Okay, sir.
Right. Now I am going to stop the class today.
Okay, sir.
Thank you for joining today's class. Goodbye.
Bye, sir.
Bye.
Good night, sir.
Thank you, sir.